in mathematics is through the concept of musical scales and frequencies. Let's take the example of the equal temperament scale, which is used in most modern Western music. In this system, an octave is divided into 12 equal parts called semitones. The frequency of each note in an octave is related to the next by a constant ratio. The frequency ratio between two consecutive notes is the 12th root of 2, which can be mathematically expressed as Fn plus 1 equals Fn times 2 squared 112. Here's a practical demonstration. Let's start with a known frequency, such as the A above middle C, which has a frequency of 440 Hz. Using the formula, we can calculate the frequencies of the other notes in the octave. Would you like me to calculate and show the frequencies of each note in the octave? Great. Let's dive deeper into the interconnection between music and mathematics. Rhythm and time signatures. Music rhythm involves patterns and timings, which are fundamentally mathematical. Time signatures like 4/4 or 3/4 tell you how many beats are in each measure and what note value gets the beat. For example, in a 4/4 time signature, there are 4 beats per measure, and a quarter note gets 1 beat. Frequencies and ratios. As mentioned before, musical notes have specific frequencies. The relationship between these frequencies can be expressed mathematically. The most common scale in Western music, the chromatic scale, divides an octave into 12 equal parts, semitones. The ratio of frequencies between adjacent semitones is R equals 2 square 112, approx 1.05946. So if A4 is 440 Hz, the next note, A sub B Y, is 440 times 2 square 112, approx 466.16. Harmonic musical instruments produce sounds with multiple frequencies, called harmonics. The fundamental first harmonic determines the pitch, while higher harmonics affect the timbre. Mathematically, harmonics are integer multiples of the fundamental frequency. For example, if the fundamental frequency is 100 Hz, the second harmonic is 200 Hz, the third is 300 Hz, and so on. Fourier transform. The Fourier transform is a mathematical tool used to analyze the frequencies present in a sound. It's particularly useful in music production and sound engineering. It decomposes a complex sound wave into its constituent sine waves, frequencies, showing how much of each frequency is present. Example calculation. Let's compute the frequencies of a few notes in the octave starting from A4, 440 Hz, using the equal temperament scale formula. Fn equals 440 times 2 square 112 square n, where n is the number of semitones away from A4. A4, n equals 0, right arrow 440 text, Hertz. H4B for the 4, n equals 1, right arrow 40 times 2 to 112, approx 466.16 text. B4, n equals 2, right arrow 440 times 2 to 212, approx 493.88. C5, n equals 3, right arrow 440 times 2 through 312, approx 523.25. These calculations show how precise mathematical relationships determine the pitch of each note. Patterns and symmetry. Music often uses repeating patterns and symmetry, which are inherently mathematical concepts. For instance, many classical compositions use symmetrical structures, such as beba or abapa forms, where sections of music repeat in specific patterns. Conclusion. In summary, music and mathematics are deeply intertwined. From the timing and rhythms to the frequencies of notes and the harmonic series, mathematics provides the foundation for understanding and creating music. Would you like to explore any? Sure. The mathematical relationship between music and various aspects such as rhythm, frequencies, harmonics, and patterns plays a crucial role in music production and sound engineering. Here's how each of these elements is applied and its impact. Shash, rhythm and time signatures. Utility. Understanding rhythm and time signatures is essential for composing and arranging music. Producers and engineers use this knowledge to create and edit beats, ensuring that the music flows seamlessly. Impact. Properly managing rhythms and time signatures helps maintain the intended groove and feel of a piece, ensuring that it resonates well with listeners. It allows for the synchronization of different instruments and effects, creating a cohesive sound. Frequencies and equal temperament. Utility. Knowing the exact frequencies of notes helps in tuning instruments and synthesizers. It ensures that the pitch is accurate and instruments are in harmony. Equal temperament tuning, where the octave is divided into 12 equal parts, is standard in most Western music. Impact, accurate tuning and pitch control lead to harmonious and pleasing sounds. This mathematical precision is crucial for both live performances and recordings, ensuring consistency and quality. Utility. Sound engineers use harmonics to shape the timbre of instruments. By understanding and manipulating harmonics, they can enhance or suppress certain frequencies to achieve the desired sound. Impact. This control over harmonics allows for richer, more complex sounds and can significantly alter the character of an instrument or vocal. It's essential for creating unique sounds and textures in a track. Fourier transform. Utility. The Fourier transform is used in digital audio processing to analyze the frequency spectrum of sounds. This analysis helps in tasks like equalization, compression, and noise reduction. Impact. By decomposing a sound into its frequency components, engineers can precisely control and manipulate each part of the sound. This leads to cleaner, more polished recordings and mixes, enhancing the overall quality of the music. Patterns and symmetry. Utility. Recognizing and applying patterns and symmetry in music helps in structuring compositions. It aids in the arrangement of songs, ensuring that they have a logical flow and memorable motifs. Impact. Symmetrical structures and repeating patterns make music more accessible and enjoyable. They provide a sense of familiarity and predictability, which can be comforting and engaging for listeners. Practical applications in music production. 1. Auto-tune and pitch correction. These tools use mathematical algorithms to correct off-key vocals and instruments, ensuring perfect pitch. 2. Digital signal processing. DSP techniques based on mathematical principles are used in reverb, delay, modulation effects, and more. These effects shape the sound and add depth to recordings. 3. Sound synthesis. Synthesizers generate sounds using mathematical waveforms, sine, square, triangle, etc. Understanding the mathematics behind these waveforms allows producers to create a vast array of sounds. 4. Equalization EQ. EQ involves boosting or cutting specific frequencies to balance the sound. Mathematical knowledge of frequencies helps in targeting the right ranges to enhance clarity and presence. 5. Compression. Compression algorithms reduce the dynamic range of audio signals. Mathematical models help set thresholds, ratios, and attack release times to achieve the desired effect without distorting the sound. Conclusion. The interplay between music and mathematics is foundational to modern music production and sound engineering. By leveraging mathematical principles, producers and engineers can create, manipulate, and enhance music with precision and creativity. This leads to higher quality recordings, innovative sounds, and more engaging musical experiences. Certainly. In addition to the mathematical aspects we've discussed, several other factors play crucial roles in music production and engineering. Let's explore each one with scenarios. 1. Acoustics and room treatment. Imagine recording vocals in a small, untreated room with bare walls. The sound reflects off the walls, creating unwanted echoes and reverberations. By contrast, recording in a professionally treated studio with acoustic panels and diffusers minimizes reflections, resulting in a cleaner, more controlled sound. Impact. Proper room acoustics ensure accurate monitoring and recording, allowing producers and engineers to make informed decisions about levels, EQ, and effects. 2. Microphone selection and placement. Scenario. Choosing the right microphone for a recording session depends on factors such as the sound source, desired tone, and recording environment. For instance, a dynamic microphone might be suitable for close miking drums to capture punchy transients, while a large diaphragm condenser microphone could capture the warmth and detail of a vocal performance. Impact. Selecting the appropriate microphone and placing it correctly can drastically affect the quality and character of the recorded sound. It allows engineers to capture the nuances of a performance accurately. 3. Instrumentation and arrangement. Scenario. When producing a song, deciding which instruments to include and how to arrange them is crucial for achieving the desired mood and impact. For example, adding strings to a ballad can enhance its emotional depth, while incorporating synthesizers and electronic elements can give a track a modern, futuristic feel. Impact. Thoughtful instrumentation and arrangement contribute to the overall texture and atmosphere of a song, shaping its identity and evoking specific emotions in listeners. 4. Performance and expression. Scenario. The passion and emotion conveyed in a musical performance can elevate a song from good to great. A skilled vocalist who pours their heart into a performance can connect deeply with listeners, leaving a lasting impression. Impact. Capturing authentic performances with genuine emotion adds soul and authenticity to a recording. Skilled producers and engineers know how to coax the best performances out of artists, ensuring that the music resonates with audiences. 5. Collaboration and communication. Scenario. In a recording session, effective communication between artists, producers, and engineers is essential for bringing a musical vision to life. Clear communication ensures that everyone is on the same page regarding artistic direction, technical requirements, and creative decisions. Impact. Collaborative workflows foster creativity and synergy, leading to cohesive, well-crafted productions. By working closely together, team members can leverage their strengths and expertise to overcome challenges and achieve artistic excellence. Hammer 6. Mixing and mastering. After recording tracks, the mixing and mastering stages polish the sound and prepare it for distribution. During mixing, engineers balance levels, pan instruments, apply effects, and EQ to create a cohesive mix. In mastering, final touches are applied to optimize the sound for different playback systems and formats. Impact. Skillful mixing and mastering enhance clarity, balance, and dynamics, ensuring that the music translates well across various listening environments and platforms. Conclusion. While mathematics provides a solid foundation for music production and engineering, factors such as acoustics, microphone selection, instrumentation, performance, collaboration, and mixing are equally important. Each element contributes to the overall quality, creativity, and impact of the music, making the production process a multifaceted and dynamic endeavor. By considering these factors holistically, producers and engineers can craft compelling, memorable musical experiences. Certainly. Let's explore how the relationship between music and mathematics impacts sound engineering and quality, with scenarios for each aspect. 1. Frequency analysis and equalization, EQ. Scenario. During mixing, an engineer notices that the bass guitar and kick drum are competing for space in the low frequency range, causing muddiness in the mix. Using frequency analysis tools based on mathematical algorithms, the engineer identifies the specific frequency ranges of each instrument and applies EQ to carve out space for both. By attenuating certain frequencies in the bass guitar and boosting others in the kick drum, the engineer achieves clarity and separation in the low end, enhancing the overall sound quality. Impact. Mathematical analysis of frequencies allows engineers to make precise adjustments to the frequency spectrum, ensuring that each instrument occupies its own sonic space without masking or overpowering others. This results in a balanced mix with improved clarity and definition. Knacker 2. Harmonic enhancement and compression. Scenario. In a vocal recording, the engineer notices that the singer's voice lacks warmth and presence. Using harmonic enhancement techniques based on mathematical principles, the engineer applies subtle saturation or harmonic excitation to enrich the vocal timbre. Additionally, dynamic range compression based on mathematical algorithms is applied to control the level fluctuations and bring out the details in the performance. The combination of harmonic enhancement and compression results in a fuller, more vibrant vocal sound that cuts through the mix with clarity and impact. Impact. By harnessing mathematical algorithms for harmonic enhancement and compression, engineers can enhance the richness and dynamics of recorded sounds, making them more compelling and engaging to listeners. This contributes to the overall quality and intensity of the music. App 3. Spatial imaging and panning. In a stereo mix, the engineer wants to create a sense of depth and dimensionality by placing instruments and sounds within the stereo field. Using mathematical principles of spatial imaging and panning laws, the engineer strategically positions instruments from left to right, front to back, and anywhere in between. By applying precise pan positions and stereo imaging techniques, the engineer achieves a balanced and immersive soundstage where each element occupies a distinct spatial location. enhancing the realism and spatial depth of the mix. Impact. Mathematical principles of spatial imaging and panning allow engineers to create expansive and immersive soundscapes that draw listeners into the music. By controlling the spatial positioning of instruments and sounds, engineers can sculpt a three-dimensional sonic landscape that enhances the listening experience and elevates the overall quality of the production. Step 4. Time-based effects and modulation. Scenario. In a guitar solo, the engineer wants to add depth and movement to the sound using time-based effects such as delay and modulation. By applying mathematical algorithms for delay timing, feedback, and modulation rate, the engineer creates rhythmic echoes and swirling textures that complement the guitar performance. By synchronizing the delay tempo and modulation rate with the tempo of the song, the engineer ensures that the effects groove seamlessly with the music, enhancing the expressiveness and dynamics of the solo. Impact. Mathematical algorithms for time-based effects and modulation enable engineers to add depth, movement, and texture to sounds, expanding the sonic palette and creative possibilities. By crafting immersive soundscapes that evolve and interact with the music, engineers enhance the emotional impact and artistic expression of the production. Conclusion. The relationship between music and mathematics deeply influences sound engineering and quality by providing tools, techniques, and principles for analyzing, shaping, and enhancing sounds. Through the application of mathematical algorithms and concepts, engineers can achieve precise control over frequency balance, harmonic content, spatial imaging, and time-based effects, resulting in mixes that are balanced, immersive, and expressive. By leveraging the synergy between music and mathematics, engineers can elevate the sonic experience and create impactful, memorable productions. Certainly. Let's explore how creative and practical statistics, algorithms, and techniques are used by sound engineers to enhance music, along with practical scenarios for each aspect. 1. Dynamic range compression with statistical analysis. Scenario. In a recording session, the engineer notices that the vocal performance has wide variations in volume, making it difficult to maintain consistent levels in the mix. Using statistical analysis techniques, the engineer analyzes the dynamic range of the vocal track and identifies the peak and average volume levels. Based on this analysis, the engineer applies dynamic range compression with algorithms that adjust the gain in real time, reducing the dynamic range while preserving the natural dynamics of the performance. This ensures that the vocals remain clear and intelligible throughout the song, enhancing the overall balance and cohesion of the mix. Impact. Statistical analysis combined with dynamic range compression allows engineers to control the level fluctuations in recorded audio, ensuring a more consistent and polished sound. By preserving the natural dynamics of the performance while reducing excessive peaks, engineers can achieve optimal loudness levels without sacrificing clarity or expressiveness. 2. Machine learning for noise reduction. Scenario. During a live recording session, the engineer encounters background noise and unwanted artifacts that detract from the clarity of the recording. To address this issue, the engineer employs machine learning algorithms trained on statistical models of noise and audio signals. These algorithms analyze the audio data in real time, identifying and suppressing background noise while preserving the desired audio content. By adaptively adjusting noise reduction parameters based on the characteristics of the input signal, the algorithms effectively remove unwanted noise without compromising the fidelity of the recording. Impact. Machine learning-based noise reduction algorithms provide a powerful tool for enhancing the quality of audio recordings by intelligently removing unwanted noise and artifacts. By leveraging statistical models and adaptive processing techniques, engineers can achieve cleaner, more professional-sounding recordings, even in challenging acoustic environments. 3. Spectral analysis and equalization optimization. Scenario. In a mixing session, the engineer aims to optimize the tonal balance and clarity of a track by applying equalization, EQ, to individual audio elements. Using spectral analysis tools, the engineer examines the frequency spectrum of each instrument or vocal track, identifying areas where frequency balance can be improved. Based on statistical analysis of the spectral content, the engineer applies precise EQ adjustments to enhance the clarity, presence, and balance of each element within the mix. By sculpting the frequency response of each track to complement the overall sound palette, the engineer achieves a cohesive and polished mix that translates well across different playback systems. Impact. Spectral analysis combined with EQ optimization enables engineers to tailor the frequency response of audio tracks to achieve optimal clarity, balance, and tonal character in the mix. By applying statistical analysis techniques to identify and address frequency imbalances, engineers can enhance the intelligibility and impact of individual tracks while preserving the integrity of the overall mix. 4. Tempo and timing alignment with algorithmic beat detection. Scenario. In a multi-track recording session, the engineer needs to align the timing of multiple audio tracks to ensure tight synchronization and groove consistency. Using algorithmic beat detection techniques, the engineer analyzes the rhythmic patterns and tempo fluctuations within the audio data. Based on statistical analysis of beat onset times and interbeat intervals, the engineer applies tempo and timing adjustments to each track, aligning them with the desired rhythmic grid or reference tempo. By dynamically adjusting the timing of individual audio events while preserving the natural feel of the performance, the engineer achieves tight synchronization and rhythmic cohesion across all tracks in the mix. Impact. Algorithmic beat detection and tempo alignment algorithms provide a powerful tool for enhancing the rhythmic precision and groove consistency of multi-track recordings. By automatically detecting and adjusting the timing of audio events based on statistical analysis of rhythmic patterns, engineers can achieve tighter synchronization and more compelling rhythmic feel in the mix, enhancing the overall impact and energy of the music. Conclusion. Creative and practical statistics, algorithms, and techniques play a vital role in enhancing music production by providing engineers with powerful tools for analyzing, processing, and optimizing audio content. From dynamic range compression and noise reduction to spectral analysis and tempo alignment, these techniques enable engineers to achieve optimal clarity, balance, and coherence in their mixes while preserving the natural dynamics and expressiveness of the music. By leveraging the synergy between creative intuition and technical expertise, engineers can elevate the sonic quality and artistic impact of their productions, creating compelling and immersive musical experiences. Sure, let's calculate the frequencies of each note in the octave starting from A4, 440 Hz, using the equal temperament scale. The formula for the frequency of a note in this scale is Fn equals 440 times 2 square n over 12, where n is the number of semitones away from A4. Here's the calculation for each note in the octave from A4 to A5. 1. A4, n equals 0. F4, 0 equals 440 times 2 to 0, 12 equal 440 text Hertz. 2. H half H to 400 n equals 1, F equals 140 times 2, 1 on 12, approx 466.16. 3. B4, n equals 2, F2 equal 40 times 212, approx 493.88. 4. C5, n equals 3, F3, 440 times 212, approx 523.25, facts. 5. C5, D5, n equals 4 equals 440 times 2412, approx 554.37. 6. D5, n equals 5, 5 equals 440 times 24512, approx 587.33. 7. D5, E fodder 5, n equals 6, F6 equals 4, approx 622.2. 8. E5 equal 40 times 212, approx 659.2 Hz. 9. F5, n equals 8, F8 equal 440 times 212, approx 698.46 text. 10. F545, n equals 9, F4, 9 equals 404.12, approx 739.99. 11. G5, n equals 10, F10 equal 440 times 212, approx 783.99. 12. G sharp 11, N equals 11 equals 440 times 2 with 11 12ths. Approx 830.61 A5, N equals 12. F4 12 equals 40 times 2 12 12 12 equals 440 times 2 equals 880. So the frequencies for the notes from A4 to A5 are approximately as follows. A4, 440 Hz, A sharp 4, 466.16 Hz, B4, 493.88 Hz, C5, 523.25 Hz, C sharp 5, D5, 554.37 Hz, D5, 581.33 Hz, D5, 555, 622.6 Hz, 59.26 Hz, F5, 698.46 Hz, F sharp 5, Giant 5, 739.99, G5, 783.999 Hz, 830.61 Hz, A5, 880 Hz. These calculations show how the frequencies of notes in the equal temperament scale are mathematically derived. This precise tuning system allows for consistent and harmonious sound across different instruments and musical contexts. Sure, let's simplify the demonstration of how the frequencies of notes in an octave are calculated in the equal temperament scale. We'll start with A4, which has a frequency of 440 Hz, and use the formula to find the frequency of each subsequent note. Equal temperament formula. The frequency of each note is determined by the formula Fn equals 440 times 2 N12, where N is the number of semitones away from A4. Hasher, calculating frequencies step by step. 1. A4, 440 Hz. This is our starting point. 2. H4, Wufking 4, 1 semitone above A4. F1 equals 440 times 2 to 112 approx 440 times 1.05946 equals 466.16 text hertz. 3. B4, 2 semitones above A4. F2 equals 440 times 2, 212. Approx 440 times 1.12446 equals 493.88 text hertz. 4. C5, 3 semitones above A4. F3 equals 440 times 2 to 312 approx 440 times 1.18921 equals 523.25 test. 5. C5D 4 tones above A4. F4 equals 440 times 212 times 1.2592 equals 554.37. 6. 5 semitones above A4. F5 equals 440 times 2, 512, approx 440 times 1.33484824 equals 587.33 text hertz. 7. Absolutely. Let's delve deeper into the principles and applications of the equal temperament tuning system and explore the underlying mathematical concepts and their practical implications in sound engineering and music production. Equal temperament tuning. The equal